Hi guys, welcome back. Today we have a video on transplanting. I have to do something right now, and I don't want to wait any longer. I haven't been able to make a decision, so I just made it, and the decision is in regards to this guy here, the Lee. A lot of you know what this is. The famous Lee Jujube, which is Chinese date in English. I don't know the Chinese name, but it's an awesome fruit, very famous in China. So this is the dilemma I had over the last few weeks. When this wakes up, which it has, it needs to go in the ground, preferably sooner than later. And now that it opened, I haven't been able to decide where to plant it because I don't have much room, right? And because it's a big tree, because the Jujube is a big tree, I'll show you how big it is. I decided to plant it here where the mango is, the R2E2 I put in a year ago, and just do a swap. Put the mango in the Jujube's pot and let it grow for another year, and then put the Jujube in the ground where it wants to be ASAP. So this is how big the Jujube gets. It gets bigger than this actually, but this is the other one I have, the Chico variety. It's around 5 or 6 years old, and it's done really well. There you go. Yeah, Chico Jujube. Still have the original label. Wow. From Perry's in Adelaide. So guys, that's where we're at today, and this is waking up too, like its brother, the Lee. But this one has already got a home that has worked out really well. We get tons of fruit from this. So now let's go over and start transplanting the Lee. Yeah, right here. I'll show you. It's like a corridor, right? I've got trees along there, and I've got trees along there, and in the middle I have this line. So we've got the Subel white sapodi and the native tamarind, and then the prune on the far side. So in this corridor, I'm also gonna put the Lee. It's a shame pulling out the R2E2 right now because it's sort of waking up with new growth, but I'll be very, very subtle, very gentle as I can be, and hopefully the roots aren't disturbed. Because I can tell you one thing, this guy is going to grow a lot slower than the Lee, right? The Jujube, in, as you saw the other one, in about 3 or 4 years will be 5 or 6 feet, loaded with fruit, no dramas with cold. Whereas this guy, the mango, is all drama, nothing but drama. So I'll put him in that pot there. Okay, I cleared all the mulch. Right, we can reuse that for the Jujube. I know some of you will say, well, will be shaking your heads and saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, but you've done it too, haven't you? You've made these decisions in the past. It's just one of those things, guys, that I have to do it because I don't want to leave the jujube in the pot over its second year. I bought it only a year ago, or yeah, about a year ago, and I know that it's going to take off, and I just don't want to grow it in a pot. Whereas a mango will be happier in the pot than it is in here in the ground. All right, let's pull her out. There's the gypsum I put a month ago. So everything is ready here. There's a worm. Everything is ready for the jujube. Not much to do. All the amendments are in place. It's going to be a straight swap. So soil is very good. Not too wet, not dry, just perfect. That was very easy. I just did a circle cut with a shovel, and then there's the original tree straight out of its pot. This was planted here August last year, so it's been in the ground for exactly 13 months. Yeah, so it'll go in the pot easily, and no damage to the roots. I cut further out from where the tree was planted. So there's the tree. Doesn't look like much or any damage to the roots. Didn't really grow much last summer. It actually died back only a few months after putting it in the ground. See that? It died there. That died. And then over summer I shot out this new side shoot, and that's all we got, and then summer was over. So this was the only growth. That was it for 1 year, because we lost the main leader. It was a goner. Oh man, this focus, what the heck's going on? Full sun and there's no... Yeah, so you get the idea, right? So this is going to go in the jujube's pot now, once I pull it out. Now here I've got to be careful because this is quite heavy. This is a very heavy pot. I sort of over potted it, but even so, last summer roots were coming out of the bottom. There were roots coming out of this huge pot, so it was very vigorous grower, unlike the mango. So I have to be careful how I turn this upside down again, not to do any root damage. So now we just take out soil where the mango was, right? Looks like a few roots there. Wonder if that's from the mango. Not sure. Maybe, maybe not. Hope not. Okay, let's clear this hole. I went down about 6 to 8 inches, and it's like butter, guys. This soil's like butter. Perfect loam. Look at that. Nice and moist without being too wet. The perfect soil. Look at that. And there's worms everywhere. Saw a few worms go in here. So the Jujube, there's a rock there, it's not good. Jujube is gonna be a happy fella in here, that's for sure. So you don't want to go too deep. You don't want to go too deep, as we've talked about before. Not that the Jujube has any issues with wet feet. It's not sensitive at all to that. You can plant it as deep or as not deep as you like. But I'm going to stick to about, looks like 10 inches. Well, we'll see when we pull it out of its pot how it comes out. And again, the soil in here is just amazing. I'm not going to add anything. Just a mixture of native soil and whatever I planted in here last year, which was mostly compost. And just like I showed you a month ago with the guava, for a successful turn upside down, what I do is, yeah, you can just put that there on the side. Just take out the top soil. There we go, there's roots, right? So get out as much of the dirt as possible, so you don't want it falling on the ground making a mess. This is optional, by the way. I just like things a little neater. Just do this carefully without breaking any roots. I'm touching roots as I do this. It's better to do it with two hands, so I'll do that. If it comes out of the hole, sorry, out of the pot, intact means one piece, then it'll be almost at grade level. Maybe, yeah, about the same, yeah, but about level with the grade. If it comes out in one piece, let's find out. Okay, I turned it upside down and 30% of the soil remained in the pot, so it was quite wet, right? That's all the rain we had in winter, so the tree was sleeping and the soil just remained wet, so couldn't do anything about that, right? And that's the tree. Pretty good, pretty happy with that. Just a bit of the side came off here, right? This side here, the soil came off. I put it in the hole. Not bad, but like I said, these are bulletproof trees. It's not a mango, it's not a abu or a star apple. This is gonna make it no matter how I do this job. Even if I just push it into the hole, it'll still survive. That's the difference. It's just like an apple, a pear, plum, or what else? I guess even a peach tree. All right, let's get it in the hole now. Looks like it's gonna go too deep, so I'm gonna put some soil in there to raise it up a bit. That hole's too deep. All right, I have it sitting in the so-called hole now, but I brought the hole up a bit, quite a bit. So it's planted about 1 inch above grade level, about 1 inch. Yep, almost level grade, almost. And there's the roots, everything intact. We haven't lost anything, right? And as I said, it doesn't matter how you plant these, as long as it's not in bog or clay, which this isn't, can't go wrong. So I gave it some premium potting mix in here, mixed it with the native soil, 50-50, and I'm just gonna throw this in there. So I'm gonna spread that out spread that around now like a cake. Still some left. And that's almost it, guys. Just give it a good watering now. There's some roots coming through. See those at the top? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna water it slowly and then cover the those roots with soil, right? And then when I've done that, I got all this mulch to put back on, which I pulled off from the mango. Madman. So now we just wait for the water to go in and fill all the pockets. Takes about a minute or two. The drainage here should be absolutely magnificent. As I said last year when I planted the mango, I did a top job. I'm a little sad that the mango is out of the ground, but oh well. Priorities, guys, priorities. Always pulling weeds out. Priorities. Well, whilst we're waiting for that to do its job, we are going to put the mango in the pot where the jujube was. This is a lot easier. Just put basically just put potting mix in the pot and it's done. Okay, the battery died. So this is a continuation of our transplant today, guys. And there's the mango in its new home. Yep. So no harm done. Everyone is happy. Hopefully it'll do well. It'll do better in this pot than it did in the ground. See that? Very, very simple. Potting is easy. There's no digging involved. The jujube is on its second container of water, and I got a third container waiting for it. It slowed down with this second container, sort of at a standstill, but that's all right. It already got 10 liters. This is now another 10, so that is 2 gallons went straight through, and this next 2 gallons is going through much slower. I'm going to give it a third lot of water, so 6 gallons altogether. 30 liters of water, guys. Yeah, you want to water it well. That's why you want excellent drainage. And then we'll cover it with all the mulch. So guys, the job is finished, the transplant. I hope this helped you. It sure helped me, because I think I just made it before it was sort of too late. You don't want to be transplanting trees when they're flowering or when they're shooting new buds, right? So I'm going to cover this up now with a mulch and wrap it up. Thanks for watching another video here at Real Life Fruitopia, early spring. And please like and comment with your suggestions or ideas on what I've just done, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you from the next video.